For our last trip of the year, we loaded up the 4Runner and headed up to Cloudland Canyon State Park in northwest Georgia. 3,500 acres of beautiful mountains, forests, and canyon floor hiking along Daniel Creek. We packed relatively light this trip and opted to stay in a yurt instead of a tent. One could say it's a tent only with canvas walls, a roof supported by wooden stringers, and a wooden floor. Ours was pretty posh, having a bunk bed and a futon sofa. What are the perks of a yurt, you might ask? No setup, a bed to sleep in at the end of the day, and no flooding concerns. Dorothy and I were joined by her cousin Lisa and Lisa's husband James, who's quite possibly one of the funniest people I know. The park has a built-in wake-up call in the form of woodpeckers. Every morning, right at sunrise, I could hear them busily doing what woodpeckers do. After a quick breakfast, some coffee, and a short chat, we packed up and headed to the trail system, which was just a short walk from our campsite, right behind the yurt village. Over the river and through the woods, off we went. The trails are well marked and vary in difficulty from easy to strenuous. Sometimes we walked along the side of jagged cliff walls that looked like a giant Jenga set, and other times we walked along the tops of ridges with nothing but a 300-foot fall next to us straight to the bottom of the canyon. As with anything else in life, the harder the work, the better the payoff, with the most beautiful views of the park often being found at the end of the more strenuous trails. The waterfalls can be heard from the West Rim Loop Trail. Daniel Creek has smaller falls in between the major named falls. As soon as you enter the Waterfalls Trail from the West Rim Loop Trail, you can hear Cherokee Falls around the corner. Cherokee Falls isn't the tallest or the most voluminous in water, but it is spectacular nonetheless. Loud and powerful, you catch yourself yelling over the falls so your partners can hear you. If photography is a passion of yours, there is a picture postcard in every direction you look in Cloudland Canyon. Anyone can get lost just taking it all in. The falls certainly leave a smile on your face. The next morning started in typical fashion, with breakfast and coffee just before heading out to the trails. James, it seems, has a secret alien mutation in that he can literally pull a log from the bottom of the river and set it on fire with just a look. Day 2 would take us up the canyon to see the amazing views from the East Rim, then back down to the canyon floor, returning to the Waterfalls Trail to see Hemlock Falls and hike the Sittons Gulch Trail.
Wow. Turn around and say hi.
Hi. Oh my gosh, it's so high up here.
Wow. I do not belong in the city. Look at this. This is the edge of a cliff on the Overlook Trail, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. There's nothing here between me and this canyon except the edge of this little rock right here. And there's the waterfall we were at yesterday. That's Cherokee Falls down there, if you can see it. And accompanying me on my adventure are the Meclises, Lisa, and James. Just for reference, those last video clips were shot from here. From our viewpoint, looking north, we could see the mouth of the canyon. We even got to see a hawk flying beneath us. How often can you say that? Back to the floor we went, down a seemingly endless set of stairs and walkways to see Hemlock Falls. The canyon walls seemed to be wet all the time with trickles of water, eventually meeting Daniel Creek at the bottom. We were careful to tread lightly on the slippery wet rocks and roots and kept a keen eye out. The attention paid off, spotting colorful salamanders like the eastern newt and the eastern tiger salamander. After descending a few hundred feet into the canyon, we found Hemlock Falls. About as tall but a bit wider than Cherokee Falls, it delivers just as well. The boulders at the base of the falls are deceivingly large. At first glance, they seem to be about as large as the others, but a closer look reveals just how giant they are. It makes you wonder what an incredible force of nature it took to move them and place them here. Just look how tiny James and I are next to this massive rock at the base of the falls. The roar of the rushing water and the wind it produces was quite surprising.
Man, this is beautiful. No, nothing. You can't fucking describe it, bro. This is like...
Just like the other falls and views of the park, Hemlock leaves you humbled in admiration of its beauty. After leaving Hemlock Falls, we crossed the trail bridge over Daniel Creek to Sitton's Gulch Trail. That trail is long, 6 miles round trip, and after a full day of hiking, the 850-foot descent can be intimidating, especially when facing the return climb to get back to camp. It is, however, very well worth the effort. Examples of the awesomeness of nature can be found everywhere in this park. Boulders and rocks that fall down the canyon walls take out trees along the way. At the end, they're overwhelmed and eventually crushed by the roots of new trees. It didn't take long for James and I to find a small adventure climbing up a waterfall. Pictures rarely do these places any justice, with videos being only a slightly better representation. This waterfall is actually this waterfall, seen from the East Rim. We took that picture looking up from here. The picturesque nature of the park continues throughout Sitton's Gulch, with the same description as before being the only fitting one. Every view is a postcard. The long climb back up the canyon was rewarded with Dorothy's should-be-famous Bacon Ranch chicken skewers cooked over an open fire. We already miss Cloudland Canyon, and we can't wait to come back.